Welcome everyone to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Ben. What's up, Ben?
Hello.
All right, so we got the story, right, Ben, about the DCEU.
Yeah.
You want to read that first?
It says the DCEU is being de-emphasized. Where they're saying our intention, certainly moving forward, is using the continuity to help make sure nothing is diverging in a way that doesn't make sense, but there's no insistence upon an overall storyline or interconnectivity in that universe. So I guess they're saying they're not doing what Marvel does where everything.
Yeah, I guess we're not supposed to expect like a phase 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
They don't want to have it where it's like an interconnected thing. There are some movies that don't connect with each other. Some are just stand alone. They don't want to confuse people by it, thinking that they have to see each movie to see an overall story. And again, I think that that is great because while they can have a universe themselves, it doesn't have to be interconnected. You could have the Aquaman movie, like they said, stand on its own. Wonder Woman could do her thing. Superman could do his thing. Batman could do his thing. They could do flashback movies. With Batman that may not be connected at all. I mean, they could do Flash. They could do Flashpoint. So it doesn't confuse the crap out of people. Now, we were just talking off air about the next Superman movie.
Yeah.
And you said that Jeff Johns wants to go to a lighter tone, right?
Yeah, because it says he also, Jeff Johns was not a fan of the neck snapping Zod's neck, and he took some issues with the way Superman's story was told.
So now here's the thing. How could you go from my problem with this, right, is how could you go from snapping his neck to ever being a lighter tone with Superman? The only way that they could fix it, and I hate to say it, but they could say that, you know, the shell of Doomsday cracks open and Zod's still alive, you know, or something like that, or to the fact that he didn't die because of Lex Luthor or somehow his body healed itself because of what Lex Luthor did. So you can basically undo the death, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I think by doing that, and again, I don't like to retcon things, and it's not like necessarily a retcon because his DNA and his body was used to create something else. So you could say his neck is healed. You could say that the DNA reverted back to the original template and expunged all the human Lex Luthor parts and everything else. Or maybe the ship or something basically heals like Zod. And I think that Zod should return because I think we need to have, you know, him around in this universe. I don't know how they would work it. Maybe at the end he gets trapped in the Phantom Zone. But I think Superman, the Man of Steel 2 should be about Zod returning as well as a whole other bunch of villains or something. I do want to see that. And again, I one of the reasons we lost Christopher Nolan is because of a stupid choice. I mean, if they had not done that neck snapping incident, he would have stayed with the DCEU. So it makes you wonder about egos and what's going on, because I think that Zack Snyder should have just not done that. You know, I mean, that caused more problems than anything. So yeah. I was not a happy camper when I saw that. And the moment, you know, all it takes is one thing for people to turn against a movie. Could be a shitty ending, could be like something, and that's not Superman, and a lot of people have said it. What's up, Vaughn?
What's up?
Yeah, we're talking about Man of Steel because there's some news that came out that they want to make Man of Steel 2 a lighter tone, and they're not a fan of Superman snapping Zod's neck. So I said that that's kind of impossible because the you know, it's basically done. I mean, how could you be lighter after he killed somebody? What I was saying to Ben was I would suggest that the body of Doomsday whether it's recovered by that ship or whatever, it basically healed Zod, and Zod emerges from that, whatever that thing is. And basically, the death of Zod is undone, you know, and quickly everybody would forget. And then the next time he does battle with Zod, he's not going to kill him. He's going to trap him in the Phantom Zone or something like that. What do you think of that?
That sounds all right.
Yeah, because I don't really accept that whole thing. I mean, I don't think I'll ever accept it. And I think you can never go, once you have established killing, you can't go backwards. That's like the Punisher killing people and then decides he wants to be a gardener and plant flowers and be happy and do nice things. It doesn't work. I mean, it's a bad analogy, but I mean, it just doesn't work. You can't just go from dark to light like that. There's a whole bunch of levels.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but whatever. Let's run off this damn camera. Hello. Oh, all right. So anyway, yeah, the DC movies they just said are not going to be like Marvel with the phases and connected. I mean, they'll kind of be, connected, but they're not going to emphasize it. They're not going to be like, you have to see this movie to see this movie. So I think that's a good plan.
Yeah.
Because if they tried to copy Marvel, they failed. So now do your own thing.
Exactly.
Basically. How are you feeling today?
I'm up and down.
Up and down. Okay. You get rest? You get sleep?
Oh yeah, I've been getting a lot of rest lately, so that's a good thing.
I started last night after we were doing the cast, my neck was killing me, my back was bothering me. I wanted to like going to sleep, like relax, and I'm trying to. This morning I woke up, I was like separating the toys because I wanted to make it where it's more organized than just throwing it in a garbage bag.
Yeah.
And I'm going to store them, but I started taking pictures of superpower guys that I had. I just got to find the cape, and I got to find Brainiac's leg, I believe, and somebody's cape or whatever. And I found a whole bunch of other stuff like that I didn't realize I had. I have a lot of different Hulks. There's more than what I showed last night.
Oh wow!
So, and again, they fill up the bag really fast because they're huge. But again, that's not even half of the stuff which I decided to do a new show, basically showing off the toys,
Oh.
and everything. It'll be easier doing it that way. Besides throwing on the everything show every now and then.
Yeah.
Is any other news, Ben?
There, in the Marvel side, there's a theory that Odin has the Soul Stone in his eye or something like that. Like
it's not the hammer, it's him?
Yeah, there's this thing that people thought it was Heimdall previously, but now they're saying it's Odin.
Has anybody seen the movie yet?
It's not.
I know, but sometimes they screen it to the public or screen it to
I haven't seen any early reviews of it.
I know now that Wolverine has an Infinity Stone in Marvel Legacy, which Marvel already explored it anyway. So, and supposedly the last I heard, there was one gem that was left because all the gems got destroyed. Now I'm hearing that all the other gems were scattered. And now we're led to believe, because the way Wolverine's talking, our Wolverine that escaped the animated prison, that he has some familiarity with the stone, like he's had it before or something. So it's really something to look into. But again, there's so many different things going on in the Legacy book, and more to come. It's not just one. I mean, they have a big story that's connected to. But it's not just that story. It's not about the celestial guy waking up, which I think they already had in Multiverse already, starting like that. And everybody has to team up to fight it. But there's a lot of stuff in the background that you need like a chart. Say, all right, why is Norman Osborn trying to get into Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum? Why is Loki trying to be a Sorcerer Supreme? Why is what's going on with the Fantastic Four in there? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they tried to show the Avengers 1 million BC, and to me, I see it as that. I don't see it as that's always the way it's been.
Yeah.
But then again, like social justice warriors and all these other different agencies kind of infecting the comic. In that comic, Odin said he created the Earth. So it's like trying to make it like he's God. And I'm not really happy about that because I'm like, why'd you have to go there, Marvel? I mean, that could be him talking nonsense, mind you, but I don't see that as canon at all. I would like to keep that stuff separate. Just because, they don't believe in God, the writers, they shouldn't kind of implement that stuff into whatever. I don't know. But anyway, there's Ghost Rider stuff going on in there. There's S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff going on in there. And it's going to be a long couple of months. And even when that's done, it's probably going to be some of the storyline. But it's going to be very expensive, which I don't think they understand that if you're getting that book, you're going to have to sacrifice another book because the budget's just not going to be there unless you get another job. That's something. I mean, the Havoc gets very expensive with the comics. And, to shell out an extra 20, 30, 40 a week.
Oh, wow. I can imagine. I
mean, I am finding it difficult now to get a couple of books because, the job situation has changed. But then again, I was doing too much anyway because too little. So hopefully that changes for the best too next week.
Yay!
I hope. Somebody's calling my phone. So I don't know what's happening there. The Matrix Load is chilling at home. Today is Yom Kippur, which means that Sharon is going to be staying at her parents, and today after, I guess, sundown, there's no technology. They're not used to technology or anything. So I won't talk to her for like 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be weird for me. But I don't know what the house is going to look like when she goes back. But anyway, what else do we have, Ben? Do we have anything?
Well, not really movie news, but I just read on that Hulu kind of kicked Netflix's butt in the old school TV department.
Oh yeah, exactly. They got
World, they got Full House, they got Dinosaurs, and Home Improvement.
How could they have Full House if they have Fuller House?
They got they got Quantum Leap. They have Knight Rider.
I don't understand.
It's because
Hulu's
parent company is Disney, so like those shows aired on the Disney TGIF block, so that's why they get probably first dibs.
So wait, if Hulu's parent company is Disney, then why is Disney having a streaming service then?
See, that's really
that doesn't make any sense.
I thought Hulu was owned by somebody else. Is it Hulu actually a Disney company?
Let me check.
Are you sure, Ben? I don't think so.
I'm looking it up now because I thought I read somewhere.
Might be some nonsense. I don't know.
Oh, they have the Criterion Collection on there too. So that's some good stuff.
Here we go. Both NBCU and Disney are corporate parents of Hulu, along with 20th Century Fox and 10% owner Time Warner.
So there you go. They're like little shareholders.
I agree with you.
Club.
If Netflix does Fuller House, why don't they have Full House?
That makes no sense to me. I would think that they would have to spend tons of money just to get it because just principle of the matter,
Oh, since I don't think Hulu has it. Hey, Netflix, get Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they should. What's that?
Get Fresh Prince, get Family Matters. I think that's not on there. Get
Hulu has Family Matters.
Oh, Hulu got Family Matters?
Yeah. They got the
Get Martin, get New York Undercover.
And Hulu has Seinfeld also.
Oh yeah, I know they got something.
have Seinfeld also? No. Well, everybody has Seinfeld, I guess.
I thought Netflix had Seinfeld too, or do they not have Seinfeld?
Oh, they just have a Jerry Seinfeld.
I know Netflix has lost most of Fox shows on there because of the right dispute or something like that. Like you can't get Bob's Burger, you can't get Family American Dad, Family
Right.
Family Guy.
That's just Hulu though.
Huh?
Hulu's on there.
Yeah, you can get all those because Fox is with Hulu apparently. But on Netflix, they don't have none of that. They just have like one season because they lost the licensing rights or they didn't renew the license fee for.
Like Netflix gets all the DCEU shows like after their season ends.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's Netflix is only worth it for the Marvel shows, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And Star Trek.
Well, Netflix doesn't have Star Trek. I mean, they have the old Star Trek. They don't have Discovery.
But you talking about like TNG and all them, right? That they don't have.
No, they have those ones. They just don't have Discovery, which I could care less if they had it.
Discovery sucks, basically. And I was just talking to Jimmy the other day. I mean, it's like someone writing a show like Star Trek and not using any of the reference material or reading any of the guidelines or books on how to write for Vulcans or Klingons or Starfleet and then just thinking they know what Vulcans are or Klingons and just going with it. And that is just not what it is. I mean, you can't. I just keep talking about this, but I'm so angry.
I don't see Vulcans sleeping around like that, though.
Well, supposedly Sarek, they explained it because he adopted her.
Oh, okay.
But the way he's talking, it's like, oh, the Klingons killed your parents. It's warranted that you want to kill Klingons. That doesn't make any sense because Vulcans don't talk like that.
Nope.
I'm paraphrasing, but like, there's a lot. They hardly ever said logical or illogical. I don't know why they're doing away with that. And Sarek is like, what they're trying to make Sarek is like, he does have emotions, and he kind of like subliminally show it, like that he loves his daughter, his adopted daughter, but he doesn't show it. He's just doing it as like trying to be fucking cool or whatever. Like, I knew you're gonna call me. Like, like a parent's like, why can't my kid call me?
The cool parent.
But like he does like allude that he loves her, but without saying it. He's like, you gotta do what's right for you. I'm not concerned with this. I'm not concerned with that. I'm concerned with you. Meaning, like, fuck everybody else. It's like, oh shit, Sarek actually having a fucking heart compared to like Spock and stuff. Where they were not had a good relationship at all. But and it's hard to show that because how could you show that he cares more about his adopted daughter than Spock? But I mean, he does care about Spock, but he hardly shows it. I mean, their relationship is just, he went crazy after Kirk to save his son, which is fine. But they never really got along too well. And this interpretation, I mean, if you ever see it, Vaughn, it's just crap.
I don't think I want to even waste the little time that I do have. I don't want to waste on watching crap television.
Yeah.
I mean,
better just sit on the John, basically. No.
Yeah. Granted, I do watch Birdemic and shows like Birdemic and The Room. So, I mean, but that's funny.
Yeah.
That's stuff that makes me laugh. But,
I was happy seeing Orville last night. I was really happy because I forgot it was on. We were watching DVR, the American Horror Story Cult, and I'm like, oh, Orville's on. So I was happy. It made me like that. See, when it makes you happy like that, that's what you watch. You don't watch shit that's like a freaking chore, And that's why I won't watch Discovery because, I mean, I have zero interest.
See, here's the thing. I'm conflicted because it kind of, I'm gonna probably DVR Orville because I'm also a fan of Will and Grace and I love that show. But I don't know. I might just do Will and Grace.
You can probably watch Will and Grace on demand though, for free. Like,
Yeah,
don't they have
probably.
NBC has a thing that you
Yeah.
watch it the next day?
Yeah.
So you could probably tape Orville and watch, or you could probably, whatever. I mean, I know you could see right now. You could see Will Grace. I think it's the next day
Mm,
for free, but
I
you
probably would
can't
do that.
forward it. You can't
Right.
forward it. You have to watch the commercials, unfortunately.
Right. Well, a lot of them doing that. Even BBC America, which makes me so mad, they started
Yeah, I know.
putting commercials
Yeah,
already in like Doctor Who or something like that. I'm like, come on, they long enough. I mean, poor Orphan Black had to wait like 10 extra minutes because y'all decided that y'all couldn't let one sponsor go for
now that show
a
ended,
couple of
or
minutes. Oh yeah, Orphan Black then ended. Like they
totally
was
done.
like, yeah, they was like
No,
two
no
shows,
continuation. Done.
no
Done.
continued. Yeah, I think that was the final season.
Wow.
Yep,
Okay.
which I'm sad
That was.
about. I need to catch up on Orphan Black too. It's a really good series. But they suffered a lot because that show came in like about 10 minutes after 8 because of Doctor Who and them commercials.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's
What's
what I
like
feel.
the ratings go down because people are like, I'm not going to stick on it.
Oh yeah,
Wait for it.
and I
Just same
think
thing.
that's
Like
what.
I'm trying to watch. I was trying to watch Star Trek Discovery on Sunday
Hmm.
because it's a stupid football game. Watching Oprah on 60 Minutes, and then I'm watching this, and I'm like, what? When is this going to start? And the stupid DVR cannot comprehend that Star Trek Discovery didn't start yet, even though the time is whatever. It's a stupid computer, but
Yeah, that whoever comes behind shows like that is like actually true 45 minutes is going to be I mean, it's going to suffer because nobody is. If you like the show really well, you'll wait, but nobody's going to be down for like if they extend it to like one hour or
yeah,
260 minutes. Nobody is going to wait 30 minutes into the next hour to watch a show.
yes.
That's
Now
just really
yeah, exactly. And the problem is they did that the week before that with the Orville, where I'm like, now we're getting into my Fear the Walking Dead time.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to make a decision. 15 minutes too, and I says, you know what? I'm gonna watch the Orville, and
Right.
then I'll watch Fear the Walking Dead either later or tomorrow.
Which I'm kind of glad they're on Thursdays because you get the whole hour and you don't have to wait for anything that
Right.
interrupts it, or you have to wait for like 20 minutes into a very sad football game that went into overtime. Ooh, never mind. You have to wait till that get finished, and it's just no.
Well, that 2 minutes lasted 45 minutes,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and I'm like,
Because they
what
kept
the?
stopping the clock.
No.
So it's not true. It's not true 10 minutes because they're going to keep stopping the clock and dragging it out because somebody's going to do a technical foul or something like that, or
Yes.
all this BS that they usually do. And
Yeah.
it's like, come on, play the game. If you
I agree.
all these stipulations and stuff.
And I
So
still
I'm kind of glad
haven't
they shifted.
seen. I still haven't seen Fear the Walking Dead.
What you
I still
usually
haven't seen it from
watch
Sunday.
Fear?
I know, but the past 2 weeks, this football crap has screwed things up. First with the Orville, and then last week with Star Trek Discovery, and then my
Mhm.
hours have been so weird with, working at the
Yeah.
Galaxy that
Yeah.
yesterday, Sharon's like, we're going to sit down and we're going to watch. I'm like, all right, you know what? That's it. That's a good plan. Let's get caught up with this stuff. But,
Mhm.
you sit there for an hour. It's like, okay. Then you go another hour. It's okay. I can't really sit for like hours and watching stuff now. It's like, I got to get up. I got to go here. So, like, after watching an hour of Cult and an hour of Orville,
Mhm.
I'm like, all right, that's it. Not tonight. Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I can't believe the first time ever, or second time ever, that I just not watching it live. But
Good grief.
that's just, and it's almost over, basically. I mean,
What? Really? How many
'cause
episodes they had?
no, I mean, not almost over for the season, because now we're going to go into Rick and Walking Dead, because they can't come on at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rick Grimes is the main effing show, so that's,
Yeah,
gonna happen soon.
if they kill him off, then something's gonna be. It's gonna be
Oh,
like I said, it's gonna be like
John.
Mulder when he left. That show suffered.
Let me tell you, if they do that and the ratings go in the toilet, don't think for 1 minute they're going to reverse it, because they will.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yeah, Angel Lincoln, I'm screwed up. Could you come back, please? You know, it's like,
Yeah.
I have a feeling, because you're not going to sacrifice the whole show. Would you sacrifice a whole season, or would you just let it get canceled? So I would sacrifice the whole season, like wipe it, whatever, boom, you know? Make it like a bad dream or something. But I don't even think they should really do that. I think Rick should live to the end, because I'm old-fashioned, where I'm like, you know, the main character should be in the last episode. You know, it's like, it's like Sam Beckett should be. If it finishes, it should be finished properly, not with a reboot or somebody else leaping or whatever.
Let's not talk about the endings of that Prom Leap episode. This
I know.
Who returned home, and that's what makes me mad about the whole series, is that we've been through this, and Prom Leap shows a perfect example of what happens when your ratings turn to shit in the middle of in the middle of fourth season.
But you're not even worried about the special effects when Al goes through the door.
Exactly.
Like, oh, come on, man.
Like,
you just hear the sound effects.
Fifth season is a good reason why you should not throw everything out in the rule book, because fifth season broke all the damn rules they established for 4 seasons. Yeah. Like, they say they weren't going to jump timelines. He went to, like, the 1800s.
Yeah, I was pissed about that. I'm like, what are you doing? It was only supposed to be within his lifetime.
And then one episode, in one episode they did a trilogy, which is a good trilogy, but it
the Evil Leaper?
Not the Evil Leaper. That was another trilogy with the girl that was, they said that she was a witch, and Sam had to come. Sam was the father in this, then the lover, and then the defender. Like he leaked into her father.
Oh, he had to leap into different roles for her. That's weird.
Yeah. In one episode, like in one trilogy.
Wow.
I was like.
So in other words, the first time he couldn't get it right. So then they.
It's kind of like, okay. See, here's the thing. Something happened that was altered. Like when he leaped in, he altered something, and then he had to go back and fix it. Like the girl at the end of the series, you know. You think she's gonna be all right, but then something happens with spoiler alert, a child in a well, and they blamed her. So Sam had to leap into like the boyfriend, and then the boyfriend had to save her from getting killed. And then the third time she's accused of killing somebody, and then he had to go back and defend her.
That's crazy.
And here's the thing.
Why don't he just leap into the judge and say she's innocent?
Yeah, pretty much. And you know what happened? We find out that the woman had a child when Sam was in the body of the lover. So apparently the child grows up not looking like the man that he leaped into, but actually him.
Oh no.
Yeah, and she works somewhere
because he had with her. Okay.
Yeah. In the second trilogy, second part of the trilogy, when he was the boyfriend, and and she eventually goes into the Prom Leap experiment, but he don't know it or something like that. Like,
I don't know if I saw that episode. Now I'm gonna go watch that.
Yeah, it's in 5th season. Like it's a whole bunch of mess.
So she's in the future?
Yeah, no, she's in the child's in the future, but they don't really mention the child, but it's assumed that
he already had kids and a wife.
Yeah.
And Al said, you know, and she knew that he couldn't remember, because if he did, then he wouldn't be able to do what he had to do.
Mm-hmm.
Which was sad, but I mean,
backfired basically, because he slept with so many. He was open for business that whole series.
Jeez.
So many people. I mean, some of it was not even to enhance the plot. He just slept with them.
Right.
But it's called, what is it called? But it's in the 5th series.
But then the Evil Leaper thing was something also that was going on.
Yeah. I didn't like how they went back with Jimmy, because Jimmy's a fantastic episode in Prom Leap about the mentally disabled. He leaps into the mentally disabled gentleman, and the Evil Leaper ends up leaping into, spoiler alert, the mother of the mother of Jimmy, and Jimmy and Sam has to go and try to stop her from messing up this man's life because he fixed it. Now she's going back and trying to wreck it again.
Oh,
So
wow.
you should look up the alternate scene to that. It's more convincing than the original one.
I like the Halloween episode where it's heavily implied that the devil is the one that's altering time, and that God is sending Sam in the directions he needs to go. And then, of course, they changed that, I guess, which
they
I would have
retcon
rather
a
kept
lot
that
of
way.
stuff. A lot of stuff in fifth season trying to get their way. They retcon the fact that he's supposed to be trying to get home, and then he's not coming back ever because he decided that, or whoever was controlling decided that he wanted to stay a leaper or something like that. Which is BS because the whole purpose of him going in was to come back. So it was a trial.
Yes. Yeah. But also altering the timeline where Al.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest thing. That's why they should have resolved it, because it should have been like there was paradoxes everywhere.
Yeah.
Because Al has to remain, so he can go through the.
Yeah. Because Al was
So,
part of the team, and
Yeah.
whatever he did
And
during
if
the
you
team.
prevent him from going in the team, then you prevented every leap that he's ever done.
Exactly.
Which is really stupid if you think about it. So that's why he's probably leaping continuously, because he doesn't exist at all. He's not supposed to exist.
Exactly. And you know what? Another thing is that he that they was going to try to fix it. Like if it got a sixth season, they was going to invent. They don't have Al to leap in to get Sam out, which probably would blow up because, as we know, that Al can't really handle leaps like in that one episode. So he was going to go in and try to save Sam, and
but he don't exist though now.
No, he don't.
So that they would have to do something weird then.
Yeah.
Like the evil leaper maybe getting involved or something, and be like, now you totally screwed up time so bad that you threatened our existence or something.
But where did the evil leaper? I mean, what part of the evil leaper came in? Because I know she was. They was working on. I think they kind of like
working on his technology, right? Didn't they steal his technology and created another one? Weren't they from the further ahead in the future or something?
Yeah. They somehow they got a hold of that technology and they.
But it makes you wonder why they were doing that in the first place. Like, what happened?
I don't know if I'm just
watching something.
Reading Trump saying more stupid shit on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
He says on Puerto Rico's relief efforts, this is an island surrounded by water, big water, ocean water.
Oh my God, he makes us look like idiots.
No comments on that. We go from quantum leap to fucking that. Fuck.
Well, thank you,
Not
Sam.
a clean episode again.
Thank you, Sam, for doing what you
created
did.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
You motivated him to become president in the first place.
Oh gosh.
Sam Beckett.
How the quantum leap guy?
They did that on Steve Colbert. He's like, "It's your fault."
It was your fault.
And he's trying to convince him, like, "Nah, you don't want to be anything." He's like, "No." Oh man. All right. On that note, thank you guys. That was a good way to end it.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye for now.
Bye. Bye.